framework for a thriving community lies in the places where we can connect with one another. In Cary, North Carolina, the opportunities are limitless to both make and deepen our relationships with each other. It's all part of a parks, recreation, and cultural resources program that is focused on providing excellence every single day.
Open spaces for communities, it's a lot of stress right now, right? You can watch the news every day, you can go to work and maybe it's some water cooler talk that didn't land right or something like that. And having those places to release, it's a chance to get away, it's a chance to unplug, it's a chance to put your cell phone away, a laptop away. It's just those moments where you can go watch your kid have a good time in a ball field and just relax, sit back, take your mind off the stresses in the day-to-day.
A benefit of being a parent in Cary is just that there are so many different parks that all have their own kind of unique spin. They're all a little different so that when you go to them, it feels like you're getting a variety. And then also the greenways, just having a place to go walk with your kids that's, easy and safe. It's just really nice to be able to get out of the house and do different things with them.
With almost 90 miles of greenways, there's a path for outdoor recreation that invigorates the body and soothes the soul. Bond Park is the connector for our east and west greenways, providing a variety of access options for the multitude of activities there.
Most of the greenways connect, and especially here at Bond Park, you have what we call the hub over here. And pretty much this hub, if you go north, you can go on Black Creek Greenway, go all the way out to Lake Crabtree. If you go south, which is my favorite trail now, is the White Oak Trail. It really is really neat when you walk around the greenways. You see, it builds a community spirit. It's just really neat seeing the people. You develop relationships with them, the little kids, the dogs, whatever it is. But the greenways do that.
The way I look at the Greenway system, it's like you get out and about and you see so much more of the town that you would never see driving around in the car. You get a whole different perspective and you're out riding around on your bike and you're like, oh wow, I had no idea this connected over here now. I didn't really count, but it looked like about 37 parks at this point and maybe 35 greenways in Cary. And I know we're up over 90 miles on the network at this point of paved greenways. Very, very impressive at this point.
Strong connections are also forged in the many community and art centers across Cary, including the iconic Cary Arts Center, located just across the street from the newly completed downtown Cary Park and Regional Library. Cary's programs cater to just about any activity you want to try. From senior line dancing to youth theater, the arts are well cultivated throughout Cary.
For community theater groups such as ours, space is usually at a premium. It can be very expensive to rent or own your own space. So being able to work with the town of Cary and the Cary Arts Center is very important for us, especially with such a wonderful 400-seat theater that they have here.
There's all sorts of different things to learn about. There's glass making, there's woodworking, there's pottery, there's theater, and it just has such a wide variety of options for anyone to take at any level or age.
We have quite a deep relationship with the Cary Arts Center. For one thing, we rehearse here. The staff here is very supportive and very helpful to us. So we really appreciate the opportunities to perform here in the theater.
One of my favorite places in Cary is the Cary Theater. I've been here a lot and it's a lot of fun. Also, the community is really great in theater.
Cary residents are some of the most active in the Triangle, and our sports facilities host more amateur sporting championships than any other city in North Carolina. Baseball, basketball, volleyball, and pickleball are just some of the popular programs for youth and adults.
Cary's fortunate enough to have the opportunity to provide all of these opportunities from not only a local level but a national and regional perspective. We've become a sporting destination.
You come out here and you see a world-class four-field baseball facility, new indoor facility. The town of Cary and this complex has become synonymous with the best baseball players in the world, doing national team training here and then ultimately representing our country in the sport of baseball internationally.
So one of the great things about the Cary Tennis Park and Cary in general is the inclusiveness of their tennis programs. Two programs that I'm very familiar with is the Abilities Clinic and also the Wheelchair Clinic. And serving those populations are just an amazing way for us to kind of do the reach out to those communities. I've also enjoyed going over to the Wake Med Soccer Park and watching the NCFC and the Carolina Courage teams play their matches.
The Cary Tennis Center builds community because you have such a different variety of people here. Age-wise, with the Junior Academy program, the TOTS program, you meet so many different people here, and you make new friends every day because you're going to run into someone new every time you come here.
The Chinese Lantern Festival at Cocoa Booth Amphitheater is a prime example of one of the many festivals that create an elevated experience for residents and visitors alike. Nestled against Symphony Lake, the amphitheater hosts several diverse events throughout the year.
The North Carolina Chinese Lantern Festival came to Cary in 2015 and it was an instant success. People loved it, and so here we are many years later, and it continues to grow. It stays open for 58 days and attracts over 216,000 people through the gates to this event. Cary is a very diverse community. And so we try and reflect that as best we can in all of our programming and all of our different facilities. And so we're very intentional in listening to our community and actually working with the community to make sure that the programming that we're offering is as diverse as we are.
From Cocoa Booth to downtown and across Cary, there are festivals and events for everyone. New favorites like the Pimento Cheese Festival are just as exciting as our largest festival of the year, Lazy Days, featuring over 300 artists from around the country. Another reason to visit downtown is our recently completed downtown Cary Park, offering live entertainment and over 300 programs year-round in a unique urban setting.
There's something for everybody in this park. It doesn't matter if you're 5 years old or you're 95 years old, there's something for you. And it's so inclusive because everyone can access everything, and being that it's open for so long during the day, it's incredible to see people in the park at all hours of the day.
My first event downtown was the Pimento Cheese Festival, and that's what kind of introduced me to the town, really. I had been living here for only a few short weeks, and I was just mesmerized by how fun it was. It was the most towny I've ever felt in my entire life. It was so much fun.
I think Cary's done a great job with lots of spaces. There's the pickleball courts, the tennis courts, downtown park. They just make it a place where you want to go, you enjoy the environment, you know that there are going to be people around, and you just feel very welcome.
Our vibrant community drives us to achieve excellence for everyone, to see the smiles and the moments that connect us to our better selves. Cary's Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Resources Department is never satisfied with yesterday's accomplishments. We seek ways to live inspired daily